Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my SilverSneakers Chair Yoga class. I'm Olivia. Nice to have you with me today. Let's get started. Come out to the edge of the seat. No, sit back at the back. I need to chill first, all right? I had a busy morning already. My husband said, "Are you frazzled?" I said, "No, but just look at this place." You know, we were camping, so the place was a mess. Have it settle on back into the seat. Little tuck in the shoulder blades underneath you is going to lift your heart a bit, and then tuck your chin so that head doesn't fall back. Close your eyes. Treat yourself kindly on the first day of August. Deepen your breath. Get into those spots that need that little extra attention today. And just be aware of that as we move through our practice today. Remember to find what feels good. Challenge yourself where you are comfortable. You do you. And then bring your hands together at your heart. Drop your chin to your chest. One word, one thought, one joy. Carry it with you. Eyes open, soft gaze. Let's move out to the edge of the seat. And here we come into our first yoga posture. Easy seated mountain pose. Still an active posture. Let the sit bones rest right underneath you. You may want to roll forward and back on them, maybe a little side to side, so you see you've got right side and left side, and then find the very tip. All right. Lift up through the pelvic floor, draw that navel in towards your spine, a little lift in the heart, and I say do that by drawing those shoulder blades back just a little bit and scooping up that heart. Find length in the back of the neck by taking a little tuck in the chin. And today, let's release the hands down so the fingers are going to reach downward towards the earth, kind of like they're dripping water right there. Collarbones broaden, nice and tall. Take a little slow blink, so close your eyes. And then open the eyes. I'm going to take my left hand on my thigh, reach that right arm out, and then tip the head over to the left. I'm going to take a little tuck in my chin towards the chest, and then lift it, let it tap on that wall behind you. And then again, so don't let the head go back. You're just going to want to lift it back and take a little tap on that wall. I can't see you there, Teresa. And one more time. And back. All right, circle this arm all the way up and around. Reach it again. Up right in front of your body here. It's going to come all the way around. And this time, catch it right here. Catch it. Stretch the fingers far from the heart. In fact, you can even give yourself a little bit of a yank. That's not a good word to use. But keep head over heart over pelvis, so don't go with it. Sit back on those sit bones, nice and tall. And then release. Okay, other side. Right hand, left hand reaches out. Tip the head. Ooh, you'll feel some good tingles there. Tuck the chin, and then lift it. Let it tap the wall behind you. And then again. One more time. All right, lift that arm up and around, and again, up and around. Cross the body here in front. And this time we're going to catch it. Get ready to catch it. There it is. And then stretch the fingers far from the shoulder. Maybe even give a little bit of a pull on that forearm right there to stretch even further. And then toss it around. Shoulders around, so the shoulder heads come to the front and they go to the back. And again, 2 more. One more time. And back. All right, arms out to the side. We're going to hinge at the hip just a little bit. I'm going to take my feet a little bit broader to give myself a little broader base, but remember to stay even on both sit bones. So as you go to the right, you still got to keep that left sit bone on the chair. Same thing here. So actually when I'm going over to the right, I'm going to press that left sit bone down into the chair a little more firmly so they don't rise up. It's right here in the rib cage. And again. One more time. And back. Leave that arm up. Take the other one up. Stretch them even further, and let's bring them to the front. So I'm going to peel those right fingers back, shoulder to shoulder over the back. Turn to that right wall, drop the shoulders down, and then up over your head and back. Come the other way. Elbow, shoulder to shoulder, reach back, nice and tall, up over the head. So you're going to keep these hands to the front, peel that arm back. You can lift up or drop it down, whatever works for you. And then again on the other side, same thing. Arms up, stretch them, forward fold, hinge at the hip, tuck your chin, and then inhale, halfway rise. A little bit of a shoulder roll back. I'm going to take the hands on the thigh muscles here. So from here, I'm going to push up, and then I'm just going to hinge forward. I'm going to take my weight onto my hands and push back up. All right? And again. So we're working the arms here. Triceps, back, belly in. Let your weight come dead weight onto your hands here, onto your thighs. And use the arms to get yourself back up. All right. One more time. And all the way back up. Bring that right leg in and let's circle it around. So head over, heart over pelvis. Again, so watch you're not turning with this. You shouldn't feel you're doing this on your hips, on your seat. All right. You should feel firmly placed sit bones right underneath. One more time. All right, let's bring it up, extend it out. Bring it in, extend it out. And I'm going to articulate my foot because that feels good to you. Maybe it does to you, maybe it doesn't. In and then out. Belly's fired on here as well. And out. One more time and out. Hold it here, sit even taller. And we're going to lower that heel, hinge, hands on that left thigh. So just about 90 degrees, a little bend on the leg. Looking down towards the toes first. And then lengthen that spine and bring the heart forward and feel that lengthen down the back. All right, let's lift all the way up. I'm going to take the sole of the foot to the, if I had shoes on, the bottom of my foot to the left foot right there. And I'm going to cross that right hand over, take a little bit of a twist to the left wall. Nice and tall. All right, come on back to the front. Let's take the other leg up. In, extend it out. So I'm going to point my toes down to stretch the front of the leg and then stretch the heel, the calf. Again. Two more. All right. And one more. And then sit even taller. You can hold the chair, belly in, nice and tall. Let it lower down. You're going to hinge, micro bend, look down towards the toes, and then let the heart come forward. Like I said something to you, and you want to hear what I said. All right, come right back up and let's turn that foot to the right foot. So nice and tall. Right hand crosses over, and then let that right shoulder draw back a little bit more. As you look towards the right wall, maybe towards that right back corner. Up to you. Okay, leave that right hand there. Come back to the front. Both feet on the ground. Both hands on the back of the chair. I'm going to sit into the heels of my hand here and then point the elbows to the back wall. Lift the heart. Those shoulder blades are going to squeeze together when you do this. You can also hold onto the chair if that feels better to you. Lifting the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. All right, come back to the front. Walk the feet out a little bit wider. Got this great big beach ball here in front. You're going to scoop the belly and lay over that great big beach ball. You get just below the knees. Take a deep breath in and let the ribs move to the ceiling. Exhale one more time. Ribs move up to the ceiling. And then exhale, roll the spine all the way back up. And let's just head around a little bit. Oh, I always like the way this feels. And of course we have to go the other way and unwind as well. the center. All right, so nice deep breath in. We're gonna forward fold. A little tuck in the chin, halfway rise. Now this time reach the arms back. Get yourself ready because we're gonna swoop and stand up, all right? Take a deep breath in, exhale, swoop, and we rise up. Beautiful. Reach to the ceiling, arms all the way down. If that's not accessible, you know there are other ways to get up as well, right? And that's okay too. Roll the shoulders around, lifting the heart. Good morning. Good morning. Are you coming to yoga class? Welcome. I have 3 seats. You may pick one of the, oh, there's one there as well, but I'm gonna say come to the front because it's easier to see my direction. We start class at 10 right now, so I apologize that you didn't know that. But we just this moment stand up, so you moved into the next phase with us. We have somebody new, and I'm recording too. Okay, so from here, take a nice deep breath in, and let's come into standing mountain pose. So hands either come to the heart, well, or lower them down, whatever you'd like to do. I want you to put the heels right underneath the sit bones. So your feet are not wide, they're not together, they're comfortably apart. Toes face in the front, little shoulder roll around, lifting the heart right there into your, so thumb lifts to, the heart lifts to the thumb. Little micro bend in the knees here, just don't let them lock out. Breathing deep. One more breath. All right, fingers to the ceiling. Deep breath in. We're going to forward fold, soften your knees, and we halfway rise. You're going to slide up the thigh muscles, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and you're looking about 4 or 6 feet in front of you right there, and there's a small little dog on the ground, and then we circle sweep, rise all the way up. Deep breath. Gaze up. You have something in your hand you're going to put in the top shelf, so reach even further, and then circle down. Little shake out. Grab a drink of water and let's move around to the back of the chair. Good morning, my name's Olivia. You are Betty? Welcome, welcome. We'll connect at the end, all right? All right, so back side of the chair, and we're gonna come into downward facing dog. I need a beverage first too. And we do have a water fountain over there, Betty. You're welcome to use that. You need a drink. Okay, hands on the chair. Walk the feet back underneath the hips. Now I like to splay my fingers out and you need to put a grip on the chair. That's okay, I understand that. Soften the knees as you walk back and as you lower the heart towards the earth. Now turn the tailbone to the back wall. Bring the navel in towards the spine. Any movement you need, go ahead and do it. You want to bend one knee and then the other. That's fine. And then let's try to come to some stillness right now. Be aware of your breathing, full deep breath into the rib cage because the belly is pulled in. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And one more on the exhale. Open your mouth, sigh, make a little noise. All right, taking the gaze over the chair, walk into the chair. You've got hands right there at the chair, always for balance if you need them. Let's lift up one heel and then the other, kind of like you're on that little Stairmaster in the gym. So sort of cracking in your sneakers, your feet. And again. All right, so come back to the center, both feet down. We're gonna pop up and then back down. And again, rise up quick and back down. Again, rise up. And back down. One more time, rise up and back down. Let's step that right foot back, toes facing the front, and front knee is now bent. So you're getting a nice little calf stretch right there. Let's circle that left arm around and come right back. And again, left arm, this time reach it forward. And again, circle back, reach forward. You should still be getting a nice calf stretch and reach forward. Okay, we switch to the other side. Left foot goes back, not far, front knee is bent, just be sure you're getting a calf stretch there, toes facing straight ahead, and back leg is straight. Circle around and come back. This time we're going to reach forward. I'm using that hand for support, always for the chair if you need it, it's always there. And one more time, reach. All right, hands back on the chair, back to downward facing dog, tailbone to the back wall, soften the knees, lower the heart, Breathe deep. All right, let's bring the hands back to the thigh muscles. My knees are bent. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. You're going to lead with the knuckles coming all the way up. Right smack down the center. Halfway rise. Slide to the thigh muscles. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Look at the back of the chair there. And then circle sweep. Reaching up. Deep breath in. All the way back down. All right, shake out. Have another drink of water. Back row. Are you okay in that downward facing dog there? All right. You wouldn't tell me if you weren't, would you? I'd make you come up front. Okay. Okay, let's move into some warrior postures now. And we'll start first with warrior one. So from our mountain pose, heels are right underneath the sit bones, all right? Let's just do this. Rock forward on your toes. And then come back towards the heels. And again, rock forward. You push on those toes and pull that belly in. You'll come right back up. And again, forward. And back one more time. Chair's there. Don't fall forward. And back up. Okay, put a little micro bend in the knees. These are collarbones. Going to broaden. All right. Hands to the heart. Lift up on that right heel. Still in mountain pose. All right, little transfer in the weight, but head over, heart over pelvis. All right, you're going to come to the toe, bend the knee, lift it, shoot that foot back. Toe ball heel goes down, share if you need it. My toe is pointing out to the side. Now take a check. Front knee is right over the ankle. Back leg is straight. If you need to bring that foot in, that's okay. But front knee over the ankle, back leg straight. We rise up. Here's warrior one. Drop your shoulders. Yeah. Using the arms here, but let this lift out of the core muscles, out of those back muscles, those long muscles that go up and out. Think about using that right there. Now, great big beach ball right here. Over to one side. Nice side stretch. Belly in as you do this, please. Back to the other side. Belly in as you do this. Back to the center. Hands to the hip. Bring that right shoulder towards the chair. And then look to the left wall. If you need that hand on the chair, drop it in there. Yeah, so I'm hinged forward in this. All right, rise right back up, deep breath in. Circle sweep, bring both feet together, nice and tall, deep breath. And all the way to the other side. I'm gonna let that left heel lift, left toe lift, hands on the chair if you need it, goes all the way back. Toe ball heel, rise up into warrior one. Drop your shoulders. Connect the ribs and the hips right here so you really firm up the core muscles. You have this beach ball here. Little baby arc. Back to the center. Little baby arc. Back to the center. Hands on the ribs. Bring that right hip. Bring that left shoulder right to the chair. So I'm going to hinge forward here. Look to the right wall. Belly is pulled in. You're in a twist. You gotta be sure you've got those core muscles engaged. Breathing deep. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Rise right back up into warrior one. Drop your shoulder, connect the ribs to the hips. We're going to circle sweep. Reach forward, arms come up, step both feet in. We call this a little baby back bend. Really what it means, stretch further. Lift the heart and all the way back down. Back to downward facing dog. Breathing deep. Take the gaze over the chair, step in, step the feet out, and I'm going to line the heels up with the legs of the chair, a little wider if that's comfortable with you, but at least the legs of the chair, and my toes are pointing to this little imaginary box that I'm in, okay? And I say that because those of you that are on the corner have a little more time with that sort of stuff, right? Sink into the knees. We're going to pulse down. 1, 2, 3, rise up and breathe, star pose. Again, 1, 2, 3, rise up and breathe. And down. 1, 2, 3, rise up and breathe. Star pose, star pose. Ribs and hips connected, shoulders down. And again, 1, 2, 3, rise up. Deep breath in. All right, we're going to hinge. Touch the finger to the thigh muscle there, and then the other side. But what I want you to notice is you are staying fully engaged in the core muscles, so there's nothing moving. My hips aren't moving at all. It's all in this upper body. All right. You can bend the elbows, you could put them here, you could put them here. And imagine your knuckles are on this wall behind you. Let's take both arms up now. So that's what I want you to imagine. Your knuckles are on this wall behind you. So they're going to come down and they're going to come behind you here, all right? Even your backside and your head is on this wall behind you. So resist this urge to hinge forward. Come upright. Nice deep breath in. If I had a wall for everybody, we would go there right now. And if you need one hand on the chair, that's okay. Just alternate, all right? And again. They're on that wall behind you. Lovely, lovely. And one more time. Reaching up, hands back to the heart. Now we're going to shift into Warrior Two. So the left toe faces the front of your imaginary box. The right toe faces the right wall of your imaginary box. Sink into that knee. Rise back up. Sink into that knee. Rise back up. We're going to get to Warrior Two in a moment. Head over heart over pelvis, so don't anticipate where we're going, all right? And again. One more time, and we're going to hold Warrior Two as we come down, which means front knee over the ankle, back leg is straight. Drop your shoulders, connect the ribs to the hips. Okay, look to the back, two-piece fingers. If you're able to get that arm parallel, then do it, that's fine. If you need the chair or your hip, that's okay too. Drop the chin, trace your collarbone, coming up to the other side. Again, arm parallel, if that's accessible for you. If you need thigh or chair, that's okay too. Press the little baby fingers back. They want to touch that wall behind you a little bit, so drive them back just a little bit. Nice deep breath in. Tailbone going right to the ground. Grabbing the earth with your feet. So imagine there was no gravity and you had to hold on. All right. Slide a little bit to the right wall. Rest those right fingers and let this left arm float skyward if that's accessible for you. Turn the gaze to the front, maybe turn the gaze skyward, extended angle, using the chair if you need it. Breathing deep. All right, look back to the front and maybe let that arm flow closer to the ear. And with this right hand, we're going to reach forward, right to the chair, over the chair. So we've got this push me, pull you. This right hand is reaching forward and this left shoulder wants to draw back. Let that happen. Level it out. Lovely. Deep breath in. Let's take a circle sweep, forward fold down, soften the knees, come right back up, and we switch to the other side. So left toe faces the left, right faces the right, and into Warrior Two. This knee is right over the ankle, the back leg is straight. Yeah. Lovely. Press those little baby pinky fingers back just a little bit. And deep breath in. All the way down. Straighten the leg. All the way down. Straighten the leg. All the way down. All right, this time we're going to land in our Warrior Two from the bottom, coming up and see if we can find it. Muscle memory. Yeah, nice. Firm up that back leg. Firm up that front leg. Look over the two-piece fingers. Tuck the chin, look over the two back piece fingers, and then come back to the front. If this is accessible to you, fine. If you need to use the chair, go there. I'm going to slide towards the left and let my hand rest right there. This right arm reaches skyward, and then drop that shoulder down your back. Kind of wrap that shoulder blade around your spine in the back there. Think of that. Lovely. Reaching into chair pose. Or I'm sorry, reaching forward so this right shoulder draws back as the left fingers reach even more. Really fire on those abdominal muscles. Front knee is bent. Open into Warrior Two. Nice and slow. Firm up those legs. Press the feet into the earth like there's no gravity. Lovely. All right, hands. Toe to the front. Little chest expansion. All right, walk, step, jump your feet in. Whatever. Downward facing dog. Step on down. Your choice. Your choice. And breathe. All right, taking the gaze over the chair. Step into the chair. Let's get us a drink of water before we move on. It's a warm day today. It's going to be warm This week, if you're in air conditioning, you're drying out, drink water. If you're in class, you're losing water, drink it. Okay, so from mountain pose right there at the chair, I want you to slide the right foot back behind you. Okay, we're going to do the same thing we did when we were seated. We're going to put our weight forward on the hands and then push right back up. The same thing, the one thing that's happening here in the back is I'm going to lift that leg up and then push right back. And again, let that leg, tuck those elbows in nice and tight next to your body. Okay, let's squeeze the rib cage here. All right, don't let them fan out. You're going to squeeze that rib cage. Heart's coming forward. Push right back up. One more time. Push right back up. Okay, hinge and let that foot lead the earth, and we're going to stay right here. So I'm going to take my opposite hand, reach it forward. Maybe it'll float next to the head. It depends up on your flexibility right here. And then I'm going to reach the fingers far from the heel. All right, a little micro bend in that supporting leg. We call this spinal balance. You want a little more, something a little more lift from the heel, but hinge at the same time. Breathing deep. All right, bend that front knee till that back toe touches the ground. We're going to step back to that just a little bit. I'm going to take some cat and cow. Inhale, eyes up, heart forward. Exhale, soften the knees, tuck the tailbone and round. Look down towards the thighs. Again, inhale, eyes up, heart forward. Exhale, scoop the belly, come back. Again, inhale. Exhale, oh my goodness, this should feel pretty darn good. One more time, make sure you've got that belly pulled in. When you round, that navel comes right to the spine, that tailbone comes underneath you. Soften the knees as much as you can, as much as you need to. All right, we take the other side. So in on the right foot, let that left toe stay behind you. Squeeze the rib cage with the arms. I'm going to hinge and let that leg lift. Push right back up. We are working the glutes, hamstring here. So such important muscles to standing upright, good posture, and walking. Just hinge. I keep that nice long line from the crown of my head to my heel, right? So I'm not simply doing this, and I'm not simply doing this. I'm going together, all right? And back up. You look like that little bird that tips over, right? And drinks the water. Or it's got blue or red stuff inside of them. Okay, one more time. And back up. We're going to take just a little bit of a hinge this time. Fire on this glute, fire on this hamstring. Watch you're not coming off to the side. Stay right over the chair and let that opposite hand, so the right hand's going to reach forward as the left heel reaches back. It can come right in front. It does not have to come up by your face. But if your shoulder allows that, allow it to rise up. Find distance between the fingertips and the heel. Find balance if you'd like. Little squeeze in that glute, navel in. All right, sink into that front knee till that front back toe touches the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. And breathe. Tuck the tailbone around the spine and walk all the way into the chair, nice and slow. And back to mountain pose. Lovely. All right, step back, let's take a forward fold. Halfway rise. And circle sweep all the way up. Beautiful. Drop that right hand in your back pocket. Look down towards the right hip. Reach back up. Drop that left hand and slide it in your back pocket. And look down towards the hip. Right back up. Take both hands, slide them in your back pocket. Elbows back and lift the heart. Our standing camel pose. This is going to insist the tailbone comes down and you're going to lift from the heart. Don't let the head drop back. Lift from the heart. And that head will follow the alignment of the spine. All right, let's get a stretch across the back. So get into the chair, hands on the chair. And you're not going to hinge at the hip. You're just going to round that upper body. So you will not be able to go past the middle of the chair, I bet. Inhale, come right back up. Deep breath in. Exhale, scoop the belly. Just round that upper body. Inhale, come back up. Don't hinge at the hip. Again, scoop the body, scoop the navel. and all the way back up. All right, stay back, a little shake out, grab a drink of water.
Did you say the water was? That fountain, is it a fountain up there? And there's some
Okay.
cups over there.
If I figure out which way I want to do this. Okay, triangle pose. Toes facing the front. It's facing the front right here. And then roll out to the outside edges of your feet. So you're going to lift the big toe mound and then roll to the inside. And if this gives your feet trouble, by all means don't do it. But roll out and roll back in. And then find your feet smack down on the ground. All right, so you've got the big toe mound pressing in. You've got the little baby edge. You feel that instep lifted just a little bit. Draw the tailbone down underneath you. Firm up the legs, and let's see if we can balance in our star pose. Shoulders are down. Ribs and hips are connected here. Beautiful. Display your fingers out. Send some energy out the arms. Yeah, and send some energy down through the feet into the earth. Nice. Okay, I'm going to turn that right toe. You use the chair if you need it for that. Arms out. As I reach to the right, my hips go to the left, and arms are parallel here. Don't anticipate where we're going. I caught you. Come right back up, and notice the tailbone is going to come right straight down to the ground. Now that tailbone is going to point to the inner thigh on my left leg. Yeah? Come right back up. And again, we do it again, and now we're going to windmill the arms. Wherever those arms land, that's where they are. All right, you're touching gently. No pressure on that knee, just touch the fingers. Look down towards the earth. Let's work the neck right here. And then trace your collarbone. Look skyward towards that arm as best you can. All right, let's circle that arm down. Come right back up. Let's turn that toe to the front. We come right back to that star pose. All parts of your feet pressing into the ground. Baby toe edge, big toe mounds. You feel the instep lifted. We go the other way. Turn that toe. Arms come down. Now, as you reach to the left, your hips go to the right. So that tailbone points towards the inner thigh on the right leg. Come right back up. Notice your spine is straight. You know, earlier we were taking this side to side. That's not happening now. That spine is staying straight. And you push the hips to the right as you reach to the left. Arms stay parallel. Don't anticipate where we're going. Come right back up. One more time. I don't think I'm supposed to use negative language there. I apologize. Windmill, just touching. You need the chair, get your hand on it, it's okay. Look down towards the earth, towards your toes. Little micro bend in the supporting leg. Trace that collarbone. Maybe look skyward if you're able to. Belly in, breathing, lovely. And let's level this out. Toes to the front, deep breath in and down. So grab a hold of the chair. I'm going to turn the right toe. I'm going to lift that left heel and come into high lunge. So front knee is over the ankle, back leg is straight. Yeah? You with me? All right. One arm up, and should you find balance, extend that other arm up. Breathing deep. Okay, we're going to turn to the back wall. So I'm going to give you choices. You can drop that left hand to the chair and reach back with the right arm, or reach out to the right with your left hand. Belly in as you take this twist. Use the chair if you need it. It's an awesome balance. Nice, nice. All right, circle sweep that right arm, right back up. Maybe the other arm lifts as well. Up to you. Both hands find the chair, and you come back to the front. Turn the toes back to the front. Wide standing mountain pose. Regroup. All right, that was a lot. We put a real twist into that, and when you're not looking straight ahead, that brain gets kind of confused. So nice work. Okay. Turn the left toe. Lift the right heel. Sink into that left knee. Back leg is straight. All right. It's not bent. It's straight. It's not blocked. Right. Look to that left wall. Oh. Hang on. I forgot to turn myself off here. Hold that. I'll come back. It'll be okay. Oh, goodness. All right. So should you find balance, both arms up there. It's up to you entirely. holding on. All right, so I'm going to add this twist. So you can drop the right hand to the chair and swing that left arm around. You are looking to the back wall, reach to the back wall, maybe reach further behind you. It's up to you, but it's a really great twist, and find it. Okay. Come on back to the front, swoop that on. Oh, I'm sorry, back to the left wall, swoop that up. We hold this high lunge once again. Head over heart over pelvis. You're in good alignment with your body here, and that will give you the best option for balance. Don't try to look back to me, look to the left wall. All right, both hands to the chair. Get your feet facing the front. Wide standing mountain pose. Drop your shoulders. All right, so we're gonna try something else. Hands to the, oh, I better see what time it is, huh, Paul? We're gonna walk that left foot in until it's right under, between the chair legs, okay? Drop your left hand to it. Right arm goes out. You're gonna look down that left shoulder, and then I'm gonna straighten that left leg a little more and come to the toe on my right foot. Okay, we're in falling star. You might even wanna call it half moon pose. Flex that foot if that feels good to you. Keep that left hand firmly on the chair right there. No death grip, but it's there for balance. See if you can find length. See if you can find length somewhere, whether it's in the neck, the arm, the legs. Maybe it's everywhere. Find length. All right, as we come vertical, both hands at the heart. Lovely. Breathing deep. And exhale back down. All right, so we're gonna go the other side, but we're gonna step that left foot out. So you're gonna keep that right foot right behind the chair this time. I'm gonna keep my right hand on the chair, and then that left hand reaches. Look down your right shoulder. Transfer that weight, maybe lift that toe from the earth so you're in this balance. Belly is pulled in, reaching. You feel the outside of that leg fire on when you do this, and the glutes. All right, as we come back to the center, try to release that hand. Deep breath in. Forward fold, step back so you don't hit your face. We halfway rise. And here's that circle sweep. Reach to the top shelf and circle down. All right, let's take a little chest expansion. Two choices. You can take hands in the back pocket like we did, or you can grab that thumb, slide down by the tailbone, shoulders roll back, we lift from the heart. Now watch this tailbone doesn't come out. You want to keep the tailbone underneath you. It's the heart that lifts, not the tailbone. The tailbone goes down. And then give yourself a hug. Tuck your chin, breathe right between the shoulder blades. And then hands go to your shirt tails like you're going to lift your shirt off all the way up, around and down. Okay, grab a drink of water. Let's sit back down. Very, very nice. All right, edge of your seat still, please. Let's take the right heel on the ground behind you and tuck that left foot underneath you there a little bit. I'm going to grab hold, move back here. Grab hold of the chair. You can take back here if you'd like. Now what I'm going to do is simply push into my left foot, sit into the heeled hand, maybe lift the hips up ever so slightly. They're not coming off the ground, they're just going to ease up on the weight, okay? So instead of your backside looking like a pancake, it's going to look a little more round, all right? So lifting up, squeeze the shoulder blades, belly in. You have shoulder trouble here, neck trouble, you're going to want to avoid this. Simply lift the heart from here. Breathing deep. You feel that left leg fire on. And then maybe drop the right toes down to the ground. And then release. Settle back in. Cross the arms. Breathe into the back ribs. Let me go to the other side. So I don't want to see the underside of anybody's chin. All right. It's really, as you lift the heart, that's how the head goes up. Don't let it fall back. Just lift the gaze up when the heart lifts up. Roll the shoulders firmly on the chair behind you, and you may stay right here. That's fine. You want to push into that right foot and lighten up a little bit on your seat. Go ahead and do so. Keep the chin tucked in though. release back. Cross over, scoop the belly, round that spine, breathe into the back ribs, and as you breathe, let the ribs lift to the ceiling. That way that stretch will come out of that low back. One more. All right, sit up nice and tall. Let's take one more stretch for this mid-back region. This is a Pilates, we call it spinal stretch. Duh. It's one of my favorite exercises. We do it in Pilates, feet out in front. Here, we're just gonna do it with our feet down. So sitting nice and tall, use this image that you've got a beach ball right here in front. We take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. You're gonna scoop the belly and stretch forward. Now on the next inhale, you pull that navel back in towards the spine and stretch further, and then exhale, come right back up. So I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not hinging at my hips. So I'm not going here like this. My pelvis stays perpendicular to the chair. Again, I'll do it this way. Deep breath in, exhale, scoop the belly and reach. Now on the next inhale, it's like somebody's pulling my hands and somebody's got their hands around my midsection. And then come right back up. All right, so somebody's holding me here, somebody's trying to pull me here. All right, you should feel that stretch come out of the back. Let's do it 2 more times. It's a 2-cycle breath. Never too old to learn something new, right? Here we go. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Now inhale. Somebody's pulling your baby fingers. And exhale, come right back up. It's tough to get that last breath in, right? Deep breath. Exhale. Here's the inhale, scoop deeper, and exhale, come right back up. All right, bring that right leg up, very nice. Now I'm gonna cross this leg all the way over. This is not part of your practice. You've been told not to cross the midline. Just leave that foot down. Keep this foot flexed, hands at the heart. Nice deep breath in. We're gonna use the core muscles to twist us all the way around, and then just let them float down, 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 wherever they land. You're looking at the right wall. Maybe you're looking over the shoulder. Getting a very nice twist in. You can creep that right hand maybe to the middle of the chair. Press the heel of the hand into the chair, and that'll aid in this twist. Draw that right shoulder back. Depends on your flexibility, for sure. Breathing deep. All right, slowly come back to the front. We're not spring loaded. And cross that. Ooh, we're going to cross this leg up again. Not part of your practice. Gives your knee hip trouble. Don't do it. This left ankle is right underneath the left knee, and you can hold up on the leg or you can open, whatever feels good. Press that low back forward, sit extremely tall, and whatever you need for this, maybe a hinge forward works for me. You can put the foot on the ground if that feels better. Continue to find length in that spine. That's where you'll get the maximum benefit from this stretch. All right, all the way back up. We take the other leg into the chest. Crossing it all the way over. Keep that foot flexed. All right, sit nice and tall. Head over, heart over pelvis. Deep breath. We add this rotation using our core muscles, and then let the arms float, 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 float down all the way. Now, you want to take that left hand and put it in the middle of the seat of the chair. Roll that shoulder back. Go ahead and take that, or increase the stretch a little bit. Not necessary. Just another may or may not be accessible to you. But again, shoulders parallel to the ground, spine extremely tall. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. Slowly come back to the front. You're not spring loaded. We'll take this next stretch. And again, something you've been told not to do. Just put that foot on the ground. You can open it, you can hold it up, you can hold the opposite side, but wherever you are, sit tall. That's really the key. Always the key to yoga postures. Everything comes from mountain pose, so the collarbones are as broad as they can be. Heart is lifted just slightly. Even when you're in a crazy posture, you might not even think about that, but that's what has to happen all the time. So straight back is the key. One more breath. All right. And cross that leg, take the feet up. At least chair width apart. And I've just pushed one of those great big fit balls right here in front of you. So we're gonna round over the ball. So you're gonna scoop the belly, find length in the spine, fingers are gonna creep down just in front of the knees and stay here, breathe into the back ribs. Let them lift to the ceiling. Belly pulled in. Stretching out of that low back. One more, belly in. Roll right back up. Nice and tall. Take the left hand over, round down like you're going to reach towards the ankle, tuck the chin, and roll back up. Other side, belly in as you do this. Coming down. And roll back up. All right, walk your feet in. Push yourself back to the back of the chair. Whoops, 3 minutes over. And get a little massage on your back. What I like to do, love these cushions on here. My one home doesn't have that. So push that back into the chair. Get a little massage. Yeah. Because that's where you just stretched. And then we settle on in. Feet on the ground. Tuck the shoulders underneath you a little bit. Close your eyes. Relax through that jaw and throat so those biting teeth release. They won't help you do this. So let go there. And wherever else you need to let go, this is the time to do it. Begin to reap the benefits of those endorphins going through your body right now from the stretch, the strengthen. That's that little feeling that, deep breath in, deep breath out. Let the corners of your mouth draw up in a little bit of a smile as you wiggle the fingers. Bring the hands together at the heart. A little wonder, a little peace, a whole lot of joy. Namaste. All right, great work, great work. We'll do it again on Wednesday this week, right? There is a schedule over there for the month of August. Nothing new. The only thing I didn't add was the barbecue, which is August, chicken barbecue, which is August 24th. So I will have tickets here next week. You can always get them in the front office too. It's easy, just drive through. Thank you for coming. Oops. Now everybody else knows about the barbecue.